Hey guys, this audio doesn't really have a specific importance to a lot of you, but I just want to say this because I think it's very important. Um, for the past month, I've been volunteering 1 day a week just for 2 hours in this mental hospital. Um, it's it's a bit of an advanced one, at least in my country, because they do some magnet treatments with a magnet for depression and anxiety, also for bipolar and some other things. And I've met so many beautiful girls there, patients, and I will say one thing. I did tarot readings on a lot of them because, when I go there, I volunteer, I talk to them, I provide them my kind of therapy, and I tell them honestly what's my other profession, right? Or professions, right? So some of them wanted to get their cards read, and their spreads really showed all the pain, all the issues, all how messed up they are in their heads. And the energy was just overwhelming. And those are the girls that had really horrible past. They had horrible things happen to them in the past. So basically, they were victims, of abuse from husbands, from boyfriends, sexual abuse from family members, all sorts of stuff like that, like 99% of them. And you can see it in their energies, and you can see that they are deeply in this victim mentality, and they ended up in a mental institution because they were not getting the proper treatment, the proper help. I will say that I get, and this is not to brag, but so many of my clients in the past have told me that I've helped them way more than their therapists ever could, and they saw such a fast shift. And as you know, I also am a therapist, but I do use different methods than most of them. They're not like unique, and it's not like anybody else uses them, don't get me wrong. But like most of them are just conventional, and conventional things do not work. And this is why these girls, they didn't get help, and it just got worse and worse and worse, and they're still in their victim mentalities so much that it's so much pain when you read their cards, when you read their energies. And the reason why I'm sharing this is to show you how low your vibration can go. So this is a warning for everyone that isn't really diligent on vibration exercises, that doesn't really follow my instructions, that like ignores it and thinks vibration is not a thing and it's not important. I just want to show you. Yes, this is an extreme example. Okay, doesn't mean this happens to everyone. It doesn't at all. But I just want to show you what can happen if you're going to stay in this victim mentality. And yes, they are victims, but they don't have to feel like victims. They don't have to stay in victim mentality. This is in the past, and they are strong, strong people, and they just have to go back to that vibration again, and they can. And so can you. So, yes, things like this, anxieties, depressions, heartbreaks, all of these things can lower our vibrations so much that we just end up mentally ill, like fully mentally ill, suicidal, all sorts of things can happen. And this is, I want you to see it as like a warning, as a friendly advice to really do the work. And you can do it yourself. If you're having some extra trauma or trouble, you can get coaching from me, like I said. But I don't do it often. It's limited just because of my time. I don't have that much time to take a lot of clients for that. So please, for most people, just stuff on this channel is enough. Exercises are enough. You really need to get out of this, not just for your spell to work, guys, not just for that, but for everything, for your mental health, because this is just one thing that can happen, and it does happen to people, especially women, for the most part women, and young women especially. So I don't want I don't want this to happen to anyone in the world. It's really bad. It's really horrible when you just, because of someone else's actions, end up basically your life ends up ruined. And no, that person hasn't really ruined your life. Sure, they did something horrible, but you have ruined it because you just focus on that. You just stay in that you just stay that victim for the rest of your life, and your life should be about you and about progress. So please follow the instructions and do the exercises. They help so much with your mood, with your issues, with your mental health, with attaching, yes, with getting over heartbreak, yes, but also just in general, they're made for your mental health as well, not just for your spells. So and for anyone else who's not a client, who doesn't want an X bag but is having some issues, maybe with anxiety, with depression, do the exercises. They're completely free. There's a playlist on this channel. It's free. Everyone can do them. Everyone should be doing them. And yeah, just a friendly reminder to do your exercises.